This is episode number 1 with Warren Tabrouche.
What if you could create positive global change? That's what Giving Warriors is all about. Through collaboration, leadership, and empowerment, we can all make a difference in the lives of others. Giving Warriors is the podcast series of today's most inspiring stories. Whether you're an individual looking for volunteer opportunities, a charity seeking new donors, or a corporation that believes in doing well by doing good, Giving Warriors is for you.
Welcome to our very first episode at the Giving Warriors Show. I'm so excited to finally launch the show for you. You know, I was actually planning to have a very intimate session with you because I thought it'd be a good idea for you to know who your host is. And surprisingly, I have so many things to share. And I think you know why when you read my bio on the website. So I think we would have to circle back another time at another episode where we can talk more about me, actually more about what sort of things led me to this journey and the inspiration behind the creation of the Giving Warriors Show. But I do want to share with you one of the biggest reasons as to why this show even exists is really comes down to one thing. I'm constantly so touched by just stories of how different organizations and business leaders participate in creating change. I just love hearing their stories on what inspires them, how their work makes an impact in the lives of others and in their own lives, right? So I sort of thought to myself, what if I could bring these leaders together to share their journey and their story on some of the challenges that they have to overcome? You know, what keeps them going, what inspires them to keep going no matter how many times they have to fall down through sort of the old traditional way conversations, right? Because really everything begins with a conversation, if you think about it. Conversation empowers us to grow and evolve into something that we are meant to be. From the conversations that we have with ourselves, conversations that console another person's spirit in times of loss, or conversation that begins a dialogue for great change. My goal with this show is to share with you a few of these amazing and heart-stimulating conversations to give you that inspiration, but also the tools and the resources to pursue that passion, live that life that you always wanted, and make the greatest contribution that you can. So let the conversations begin. I am so thrilled to introduce our very first guest, Warren Tabrouche, the founder of My Arms Wide Open. Warren was born in South Africa and has spent most of his time traveling the world, working over 30 years in 5 continents in 39 countries, gaining a very deep understanding of cultures. And he believes in systems and mindfulness, and we're going to talk more how important that is in the operations of any business. He has also learned that no matter how different every culture may be, it defines what is important for all of us. That is security, family, health, and harmony at the end of the day. What I really love about Warren is his combination of background in business acumen and passion, and how he's able to infuse those two together so nicely. So he's going to share some amazing insights and wisdoms. And one of the things that we're going to talk about that's so important in my mind is the importance of listening to the people that you serve, specifically in the charity sector. With that, let us join together and welcome Warren Tabrouche on the show. Welcome, and thank you so much for being our guest on the show today. How are you, Warren?
I'm great, thank you. It's great to be here and looking forward to our conversation.
Same here. I've been looking forward all weekend this week to have a conversation with you. So thank you again. So I think just to start out, if you can share with us a little bit about My Arms Wide Open, how long it's been around, what it does, and how it's making a difference in the community.
Well, it's the concept of it has been around a long time, but we formally put it into practice in 2008 or 2009, actually. 2008, sitting on a beach with my son Kyle down in Australia. We were working on a project, and he looked at me and said to me, "Hey, Dad, when are you going to cut and get on with it and do what you're supposed to be doing?" And what he meant by that was a lot of the work that I do, we do direct